And we are live. Welcome everyone. This is your host Abraham L. Jaguar. I will do a sound check in a few moments. First of all, this channel is proudly partnered with the What the Funk shop. Please check out their store. For all sorts of products, they have dice, miniatures, game master screens, home decorations, and many other things. You will find a link in the description and in the pinned comment. And make sure that you use my code for a special discount. A moment please while I check the sound. Sounds good. Tonight I am continuing the Triangle Strategy campaign. I have recently promoted two of the characters with those special medals, so I'm really looking forward to trying them out. This file. I'm also curious, what did Serenoa obtain as a new ability? Let's see. Sweeping Slash. Deal physical damage to all enemies within range. Ooh, sounds good. And until I hit level 15, then I can unlock something else. Okay. There aren't any training missions left yet. They will come out after we advance the story a bit. Let's see. Tidings of House Wolford's triumph against all odds and the survival of Prince Roland come in on the wings of a bird. Hulk Streets.
I bring good news, my lord. Asfrost army marched on Castle Wolford in an attempt to seize the prince, but they were roundly defeated by House Wolford's forces and retreat to the Crown City as we speak.
Exactly.
Joyous tidings indeed. I knew the Wolfords wouldn't let us down.
I'm also pleased to report that Prince Roland is unscathed.
This is our only friend, Android. We need to.
Seem young Serenoa is more than capable of carrying on Lord Simon's legacy.
We need to team up with him as quickly as possible.
Triumph as they did, they still suffered considerable casualties in the battle. It is more than likely that Asfrost is already preparing for a second attack.
Very well. Take stock of our own forces and determine how many men we can send to House Wolford's aid while retaining enough for our own protection.
Yes.
Yes, my lord.
It is time to take a stand. If the three high houses come together as one, I am certain we will prevail.
But the other house is Silvio, and he's a rat. He's vermin. We can only count on two. Having driven back the Frosty army, Serenoa and his companions now search for a way to ensure their survival.
I shall see to the wounded.
I will help as well. My hawk can assist with clearing the rubble.
My thanks to you both. Your aid is most welcome.
I am ready.
Go safely, Anna, and give my best to the others.
Oh, Anna, be careful. You're a pest girl.
We take a risk in entreating a powerful nation for aid. I need you to determine to what extent we can rely on them, if at all.
Aisan.
Leave it to me.
I've sent Anna to the holy state of Hyzant. Our alliance may not be what it once was, but we must seek help wherever it may be found.
In a perfect world, we would be able to count on the cooperation of our neighbors here.
Yes, but Anna needs to speak with the ruler directly, not the bald guy.
Indeed, unity within Glenbrook is of the utmost priority, especially now that we've ensured Prince Roland's safety. And yet, we cannot count on houses Tellior and Falks to act in our best interests. We must prepare ourselves for every contingency.
That's true, but luckily Falks is friendly.
You are right as always, Benedict.
No,
We've
not as
taken
always.
the first step down our chosen path, but there is no telling what awaits us.
Benedict has been making some mistakes, Serenoa. What the fuck are you talking about?
Do you have a moment, Your Highness?
Oh, it's you. As silly as it may sound, I've never truly understood what it meant to be royalty. Does my life carry more weight simply because of the blood in my veins? So much so that the lives of others must be sacrificed in my name?
You need not worry about that, Roland.
Lord Wolford speaks true. The scales of conviction guided us, but this decision was ours. We have chosen to walk this path with you.
I was born the second prince. No one expected great things of me. And yet, simply because I had the good luck to survive, my very existence now necessitates all these sacrifices.
It's not good luck, it's because Roland was always with us and was fighting the good fight, unlike his older brother who kept just sitting down and standing up there in the palace.
If I may be so bold, it was not luck, Your Highness.
Exactly.
We protected you.
I know this, of course. That's what makes this so hard. You all fought and continue to fight for me. And I can scarcely take care of myself. I need to become stronger. I must. For my own sake, and for yours.
Chapter completed. Yes.
House Wolford prevails against General Avlora's army and drives them out of Glenbrook. Though victorious, Roland sobs quietly, saddened by the sacrifices made in his name. Glenbrook is powerless, but knows they must keep the royal bloodline alive. Thus, the conspiracies and power struggles around the noble blood in Roland's veins continue to stain the land crimson.
Weather Vane. Ah, character stories, new character stories. Let's save the game. And let's check out those character stories. Frederica has an important matter to discuss with Gila. Okay.
Lord Serenoa never ceases to amaze me. Despite all the hours he dedicates to his duties, he looks none the worse for wear.
Even so, I am certain it takes its toll on him. He wants to set an example for his people and those who serve him, and wishes not to worry them over his condition. Excuse me, Serenoa, but is there anything I could do to help?
Ah, Frederica, my apologies for the delay. The citizen's petition will require a bit more time, so why don't you and Gila return home ahead of me?
I see, if you insist. But please do not push yourself too hard, Serenoa.
I shan't. Thank you, Frederica.
Of course.
Is something the matter? It's rare of you to sigh like that.
Did I? Oh my.
It looks like something's troubling you. If you wish to talk about it, I am happy to lend an ear.
Well, to be perfectly honest, I sometimes wonder if I can go on like this.
Are things not going well with Lord Serenoa?
No! Serenoa is as kind and gentle as ever. It is my own self I have doubts about. I cannot help but wonder if I am truly of any use to him.
Very powerful mage. What is she talking about?
Since Lord Serenoa is always working so hard, why not give him a tonic to boost his vitality?
What sort of vitality are we speaking about, Hila?
I purchased one from a merchant not long ago. It should chase all his fatigue away.
Are we talking about private man?
A good idea to be sure, but the fact remains it is not me myself that is serving him.
Frederica is like, Serenoa is not potent enough lately. Angela, here's a magic potion.
Then how about preparing a meal for him? Something nutritious to fill him with vim and vigor.
They are so interested in getting him vigorous.
Me? Cook?
With fire? She's a fire mage.
Yes. I'm certain he would be delighted by anything that you make.
But I've never cooked before. I doubt anything I make would suffice.
You won't know until you try. Besides, what matters isn't the result, but the feeling behind it. Use this cookbook. I'm sure you will find a recipe or two to your liking.
There are some guys that love that, but I have raised my level of cooking to such heights that I simply won't allow anyone else to cook my own food because it's, in all modesty, unsurpassed. Yeah, I know. Trust me.
Thank you, Gila. Now then, which of these would Serenoa enjoy?
That's it? Ah, that's just to strengthen the conviction. Okay. Well, save the game. Let's check out the other character story. Gila realizes that she shares some surprising similarities with a certain someone. Oh no, nobody wants to look at Gila's romance. What? Worst romance ever. Gila is so like the.
Greetings. Were you training outside?
Ah, it's like a friendship thing.
Not
I
today.
hope.
Even I stay away from the proving grounds on occasion. The members of the Kingsguard must keep themselves in prime fighting shape. That includes resting when our bodies are weary.
A wise policy. The handmaidens of Esfrost adhere to a similar principle. With clear eyes, we see, we serve, we anticipate.
Interesting. Although our tools are different, we're alike in our aims.
Indeed. We must be the pillars our charges turn to in times of need. Even so, we are only human. If I may ask in confidence, do you ever find it trying to serve Prince Roland?
The trials and tribulations of those who serve.
Is he ever unreasonable? Have you ever found your patience tested?
All the time. If we know Roland, all the time.
No, never.
Yes, of
It
course.
is an honor to serve, always.
Really, Hugo?
It is an odd question to ask. But I must confess I find it hard to imagine what it is like to serve in a society such as Esfrost's.
As do I, although I lived through it. It all feels as if it were so long ago.
You're not one for speaking plain, are you? But I suspect we may have much in common. I'm curious to hear your story, if you are willing to share it.
Of course. I made a promise to myself long ago to effect change through my own deeds, not to live as a mere servant.
And what came of that promise?
Hailing from Hyzant, at first I endeavored to learn at the ministry, that I might use the knowledge gained there to help others. But they guard their secrets fiercely, and maintain strict control over what fields their students can pursue. As much as it pained me to leave my home, I could not suffer such stifling rules, and so set forth to Esfrost. I took quickly to learning at the archives, where independent study is encouraged. I spent days in the stacks, soaking up as much knowledge as I could, when one day...
You are the one called Gila, yes?
Yes, my lord.
They tell me you're the most talented researcher the archives have ever seen.
I couldn't say that, my lord. Though I do spend more time here than most anyone else.
Admirable modesty. And you aren't frightened of me. Most impressive.
Why should she be frightened of him?
I believe we have a suitable role for you. Come with me. The Archduke would have a word.
The Archduke? But...
No harm will come to you, if that is your fear. Now, follow me.
Ah, so that's how she became the teacher of Frederica.
Lord Svarog had arranged an audience with the former Archduke of Esfrost, who appointed me as Frederica's personal tutor. She was the former Archduke's daughter, so I took my duty seriously. Yet I could never shake the feeling that I had betrayed my ideals. Perhaps I justified it by telling myself that my teachings could plant the seed for change.
An indirect approach, but an active one nonetheless.
The chance was unexpected, to be sure, but I could not very well deny it. The Archduke's successor, Gustadov, was a man that paid no heed to birth or blood. He effected a change in people's attitudes, a change which provided fertile ground in which my teachings could take root.
He's the bad guy.
Thus, I stayed by Frederica's side. Truth be told, I had not thought to be with her for this long. And yet, here I am. Life is truly a journey of unforeseen destinations.
That is very wise. I wonder if it's a quote, a famous quote. Life is truly a journey of unforeseen destination. This conversation was boring except for that last part. That was brilliant. Life is a journey of unforeseen destination. Jens shows Serenoa a book he borrowed from the archives. I hope it's something worth it.
That tome is an apprentice's resource, if I'm not mistaken. Are you studying ironworking?
Yes, I borrowed it some time ago from the archives in the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. I haven't had a chance to return it, what with the state of affairs being as it is.
Ian's? I can't remember the last time you privileged us with a visit.
Well, my weapons aren't going to forge themselves. But now that I've a respite from my days of sweat and flame, I thought I'd continue my studies.
You hunger for knowledge the way a fire hungers for kindling.
I'd never have become the blacksmith I am if not for what I gleaned from these tomes. If it takes a lifetime of studying and striving to forge the perfect weapon, then so be it. One day, all will know the name of Ian's, the greatest smithy the realm has ever seen.
Where's Ian's?
That is all well and good, but would you mind proclaiming that a little more quietly?
Yes, apologies. In my excitement, I quite forgot I was in a library.
I must say, I can't help but admire your burning ambition. But while we're speaking in hushed tones, our army has been anything but quiet as of late. You forge weapons for them, yes? Might you have any insight into the matter?
I wish I did, but I have scant time for the goings-on outside my own small forge.
Ian isn't very good at designing weapons, more like a contraption mechanism guy. That is, swords and axes, not very good.
Now that you mention it, my orders from the army have increased.
Could it be that they're preparing for war? As if a war could break out on the eve of our three nations' grand new venture.
Oh, you'll be surprised.
Indeed.
You'd be surprised.
That would be unthinkable. Frost's sudden attack on Glenbrook confirmed my worst fears. And once the war started, I could forget about returning this book. But I still hope to. One day, when peace has returned to our realm.
I hope you will fight by my side till it does.
Without hesitation, my lord.
That was it. Well, we have one character story. That's about Hyacinth, right? And I'm also curious. Let's go to the... Let's save the game first of all. Now let's go to the encampment. We have a new training session. Excellent. That's going to be for the next session. For the next episode. I'll save right now. Thank you for watching this live stream. In about 20 minutes or so, I am going to be streaming Virtua Fighter 5 Revo ranked matches. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the Super Thanks button. A like, subscribe, take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar. And remember, level up in game and level up in life. Once again, thank you and see you later.